Hey guys, thank you for joining us here today. My name is Wes. I'm here with the Bespoke team, new and improved, and we've got some cool to talk over with you today. So my name is Wes. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Ed. I've been playing Airsoft more than 20 years and I love Airsoft. I'm going to show some of my personal collection.
I'm Alex. I like food and airsoft guns and I hate money.
Sounds like a good combination of personal traits there. So today we'll try and keep the video short and sweet whilst talking about some of the things we love. Sometimes we run over, but we'll do our best. So first up today, we have something really cool that many people have been after for years now, you think about it. And this has got to be the best replica of it on the market so far. Ed, do you want to talk a little bit more about what we're going to show to the camera?
Okay, let's say we have some new guns. This the FI firearms. It's a kind of like Glock, but in a way that's not so Glock. What is special is about the lower frame is in aluminum, which is very different. It's got a nice touch, and it's not polymer. So
nice weight to it as well, when you feel that.
And it's not that expensive.
It is 2,229
Yeah, that's
pennies.
pretty cheap.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think they're definitely one of the better value pistols on the market. I know metal pistols do suffer sometimes from getting cold, but if you make sure this pistol's warm when you start the day, I think it's going to stay a pretty consistent temperature. They have a nice hard kick and a solid recoil, and they look really cool. We've got them in 4 different colorways. We've got grey, tan, black, and black multicam. They're really nice. We have the beautiful FNX as well. Do you guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, the FNX was made by VFC, got the license from the FN, and this the first serious replica of FNX. Later a few years later than this, the Marui came out, but I think the Cybergun VFC is the best FNX replica.
So that's why this has loads of lovely trademarks on it, is because of Cybergun. Yeah?
Yeah, and
cool.
It's got a 16mm thread on it. And you can also install a RMR red dot sight on the slide.
Oh, that's always nice to see an RMR play already on the top slide. You can't go wrong.
I also remember a few years ago I installed around 20 different steel slide for customer when I was in Hong Kong, and they all blow pretty strong because the magazine is pretty thick.
So yeah, another really cool feature about this, like you said, is that 16mm. So we actually have some of the old power-up suppressors in stock of these as well. So if you find that you need to get a little bit extra kick out of them, we do have the same suppressors used on the gas blowback vectors to give these pistols just a little bit more oomph if you need it. So yeah, they're 2 of our nicest new product lines that we've had in the pistol world. And also in the pistol world, we've got something even more different. These are really sought after. This was what I was hinting at beforehand, but we'll introduce it now instead. We have the folding pocket gun. I just love Magpul stuff, and that sort of late 2000s era of like really creative gun designs. I have myself a PDRC, another weapon platform designer that really compact, you know, covert weapon platforms. But this definitely does have a cool factor about it that not much else does. Real simple to disassemble. Got one little cheek red catch there. Pop that up, that'll fold down. You've got one more little catch at the bottom of the pistol grip. That'll pop up like that. And as easy as that, it's back together again. And all you need to do to deploy it, grab your little catch there, and it flicks down in one swift motion. So these are really cool, but this is not ready to shoot out of the box, is it, Eddie?
No, it's not. No. What you need to do is to take a Marui Glock or WE or VFC, which is also known as Euromix. Then you install the hammer sets, the whole assembly, the chassis, and then you install the slide. You can choose from 17 or 18C, which has full auto function.
Me personally, I think the 18C would be better suited for this. Nice to have that full auto stopping power if you need it in those close range situations. So as you can see, the theme today seems to be about pistols. A great way to start. I mean, these are going to be your go-to sidearms in the field. Technology has really developed a long way in terms of like airsoft pistols. With stuff like this coming out, you've got the new Umrex Glocks that we see a couple of months ago. So stuff really is developing. So in terms of like talking about cool new stuff, we also thought we'd bring each a personal pistol in to show you. That means a lot to us. And even if not as flashy as some of this newer stuff, it's definitely as cool. So Alex, do you want to take us away with your pistol of choice for today?
Well, we were talking about FNXs earlier, so I figured here's FNX I made at home.
Wow.
It has the lovely Osprey 45 suppressor, coupled with a nice big light laser unit, and for extra cool factor, the Tridicon SRO red dot, because tactical, why not? Money means
So,
cool.
what inspired you for this build, Alex?
I saw it and thought it looked cool. That was basically the majority of it. I was like, I've always wanted one of these pistols. They just look cool. I'd seen loads on Google Images and it's like, I want one.
They do look extremely cool. One thing though, a lot of pistols get criticised for is having overly large suppressors on. So does the FNX suffer from any sort of barrel droop with a suppressor like this on it?
It suffers from the minutest of barrel droop, but none. It's negligible to the actual performance of the gun. And also, what I love about the magazines is they're very, very shiny.
But also for the real steel, this is not the Airsoft version of color. The real steel also behave like that kind of glossy, shiny. Like
Glossy and shiny like the coat of a border collie.
Oh yeah, and even
Yes.
the FDE also have the same color of these shiny.
And what does FD stand for?
Well, I forgot.
Something dark earth. Yes.
Black
well,
earth.
And 5% off for the customer who writes in the comments what the F stands for, and you can come see us in the store and I'll sort you out on that front. Well, that could be a really cool thing if you guys would like to see some more of us outside, not just in the room. Let us know in the comments. We do have a range that we can fire stuff down, and we're more than happy to go out there. Even in this winter cold, we will do that for you, the viewers. So, we're running quickly on time, so how about Eddie, you take us next up on your personal pistol of the day.
Okay, I've got a tiny pistol.
So I've heard.
Oh,
But it's not the size of
Yeah.
it's not the size of your pistol, is it? It's how you use it, and we all know that. That is one compact firearm. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, this one is my favorite 1911. It's tiny, it's hard, it's made of stainless steel. It was based on Tokyo Marui. You know, Japanese also love small pistols, but they were plastic, so I want to turn them to something harder. And this, I end up with the Pro Arms, like a upgrade kit. It's pretty expensive, but I'm not
Just
sure.
how expensive?
I think it's more than £1,000. But not to mention that I also add those steel hammer, trigger, slide release, safety, grip safety, everything that I can put on more money. I will put more money on it.
Damn.
Yeah. The other reason I love V10 is like every inch has details. Like you've got the marking on this side, you've got the Springfield Armory on that side, and then you've got the famous V10, which got, what's the V stand for? Do you know?
On a stubby
Yes,
nice.
give
I
it a
actually
guess.
do not know. No.
Do you know?
Very.
Oh yeah, you've got it. Yeah. So they've got 10 holes. That's
Did
why
not
it's
realise
called
we had
V10.
audience participation today. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then they have the longer brother, which is V12, the standard size 5-inch 1911. It's got 2 more holes, so it will call V12.
Well, I like it simple, and you know, when it's simple, I like to just have one hole. No matter what the size, I like to keep it simple. So we have a little personal build from me today, from a very close friend of mine named Glenn. Glenn, if you're watching, this one's for you. I'm sure you'll be happy. It's a little bit reminiscent of yours, actually.
So you also have a little gun.
See, unlike you lads, I may have a little pistol, but I have a very large grip. So, as you see, here is my Detonic Space Tokyo Marui with Kimbered Gripped Stubby 1911. Quite a unique build, this. No one knows where all the parts originally came from, but we've done some tinkering with it. She's one of my favourite little pistols. I've got the real Kimber ABS grips on there, TM frame, Detonics upper slide with a few steel bits on there as well. Upgraded the recoil spring a bit, and she just sounds so crisp. Oh, I think this has been a great first session with you guys. It's been real fun making these, talking about pistols. Do we have anything in the cards for next week?
More guns.
More guns. And maybe you guys can have an input on that. You guys can have a look at our website. See if there's any cool new products that you want us to look at in further. Stay tuned to our Facebooks where we do daily updates of cool new products even before they get listed online. So if there's anything that you want to see, let us know. Close-ups, guns, shooting range tests. It's a little bit cold outside for our gas blowbacks at the moment, but I'm sure we can think of some other cool stuff to show you. We are now aware of your passionate love for hardwood. We are aware of Eddie's compactability and power. And yeah, let us know what you'd like to see next week. We're hoping to continue like this going forward for the foreseeable future with the updated Bespoke team we have here today. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. I've been Wes.
I'm Ed.
I'm Alex.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Oh, did we have to do that? That's so cheesy,
that.
man.
Like
Like if you want, but don't feel
YouTuber
pressurised. You know, we're not those guys. But yeah, do like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Cheers.
We need validation.